Well, what are you going to do for us today?
So I'm going to start in with just kind of a sketch, kind of wash in some of these shapes, and I'm going to make some adjustments to this thumbnail to the square proportion. So that's something to be aware of. Usually when I'm painting, say in plein air, I'm going to try to be pretty intentional and keep my final the same proportion as my thumbnail so that I really achieve what I wanted to achieve in the thumbnail in terms of composition. But in this case, I'm in the studio, I feel pretty confident about it, and I'm gonna go ahead and make a little change. So I'm just gonna get in here and wash in some of these shapes real loose. I think I'm exaggerating it, but usually it's just lines up just about right. So that's kind of funny. And as long as I have been painting, which is a long time, I've been teaching for 25 years now. It's crazy.
It flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, I know. And I feel so fortunate. I've been doing this, I've never really had a real job. I've been a full-time painter pretty much my whole career. Started out as an illustrator.
Are you thinking at all about values yet?
I am a little bit. So just with this washing this in, so I'm establishing a couple things. See this? This is my little fall tree in the light. So I'm leaving the paper here because I don't want to put light over dark here. I want to keep it as thin as I can. Here's my mountain shape in the distance. Kind of probably simplify this tree here, and then I have this other angled plane here, and this is where that glow is that I'm going to try to catch, hopefully, and some other foliage, just keeping it loose and playful at this point. There's this sweep of this bank, and this is where that light is spilling into my scene. I'll just kind of get that sort of place. There's a little pine tree that's right here, and I'm going to put that in. It's kind of a little detail that maybe isn't necessary, but it's going to kind of frame my composition and act as a little stopper that I think will be somewhat effective, I hope. And so just get that in there. So that's kind of about all I need in terms of a beginning sketch. It's pretty loose and crazy. And at this point, it's really just a map for me. It doesn't have a lot of definition to it yet, but I like that about it. So that's pretty good. So now what's next? That's always the thing. Where do you start? Well, you know, I don't have a thing where I'm going to start from the top and work to the bottom, nor do I really think about, other than thinking I want to stay thin as I can for as long as I can, I am not considering or giving sort of precedent to hard to soft. That is a good train of thought, to work hard pastels to soft ones. However, what I really am more concerned about is establishing the value and color relationships as quickly as I can, so I can start to see the piece as a unified whole, or at least see my way into it as such as quickly as I can. So to that end, I'm going to pick out some things that are going to get me there, and I think I want to put some of that gold in for that tree, because then I can kind of key off of that a little bit. So I need to get something in. You got to start somewhere. So I'm going to start here, and it's nice and bright, and just get it in there. And that's that's kind of going to be the main focal point here.
Be sure to subscribe on our YouTube channel.